Police believe synthetic marijuana played a role in the death of a central Kentucky man. Find out why 3 people now face charges in the case.
It's another frigid night ahead of us across central and eastern Kentucky, and I've got a little bit of a mess showing up before the weekend is over.
A 3-day terror rampage is finally over in Paris, France. We'll have the latest on how it all came to an end.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Jennifer Palumbo. We are in for a very cold night. We're talking single-digit lows. This afternoon, though, temperatures are in the mid-20s in Lexington. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking temperatures. And Chris, the 20s right now sound pretty good when you see tonight's lows.
Yeah, cold air continues to slowly work its way back into town. Not that we were ever not cold. We're just not as cold as we've been, Jennifer, over the past couple of days. Winds, though, and the wind chill saying otherwise. Take a look at the numbers. 12-degree wind chill in Lexington right now. 10 into Frankfort. Look at Covington. 6. Beautiful sunny skies, though, right now in Lexington, so we are looking good as we roll toward the weekend. Temperatures now rolling back, low 20s. Humidity is bone dry at 37% with a wind coming at us from the west at 12 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies, not only for Kentucky, most of the Ohio Valley. Had a little snow shower and flurry action right on cue early this morning into parts of central and eastern Kentucky, not really adding up to very much at all. Live First Alert Defender says all of that is now well to our east. Coming up in a little bit, not only, Jennifer, will I focus on tonight's single-digit temperatures, but some messy days begin to show up late this weekend and early next week. We'll track it all when I come back in about 15 minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Dramatic developments today in a massive manhunt in the Paris, France area. Today, the 2 remaining suspects in the deadly terror attack this week on the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo were killed in an operation by security forces that followed a standoff with police. And a separate standoff killed another terrorist connected to the 2 brothers. But one suspect, a woman, is still on the run. Sunlan Sarfati has the latest in our top story at 4.
The manhunt's violent end. Both suspects in the Charlie Hebdo massacre shot to death today by police. This morning, the brothers had taken a hostage, locked in a standoff with police in this printing business northeast of Paris. Police exchanged gunfire with the brothers, killing them both. The hostage survived the ordeal. Meanwhile, in another operation, a near-simultaneous offensive at a second siege. Here at a kosher market in eastern Paris, the suspect of Thursday's shooting of a policewoman held numerous hostages. The hostage taker was thought to have a female accomplice with him. They demanded the release of the brothers. An exchange of heavy gunfire with police led to the killing of the male suspect and 4 hostages. At least 10 hostages fled for safety. Amid the chaos, the female suspect is thought to have escaped with them.
France has not finished with this threat, and so I want to call on you for vigilance, unity and mobilization.
A Western intelligence official says the 3 men killed today were close associates, and police confirmed they were connected, all part of the same jihadist group, which as late as 2011 sent the older brother to Yemen to train with al-Qaeda. In Knoxville today, President Obama says the U.S. stands with France.
We stand for freedom and hope and the dignity of all human beings.
In Washington, I'm Sunlan Sarfati.
According to court documents, the younger brother had a long history of jihad and anti-Semitism. Back here in Kentucky, police believe synthetic marijuana is to blame for a central Kentucky man's death, and 3 people are now under arrest. A man's body was found at a home on Mox Creek Drive near Danville. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is in Boyle County with the latest on the 3 arrests in connection to the man's death.
3 people are now in jail after police tell me that a man ingested a dangerous dose of a synthetic drug and then died. Amy Young and Michael L. Graham Jr. of Danville and Martin Hoskins of Stanford are here in the Boyle County Jail. Police say those 3 and Gregory Lane were at the home at 50 Mox Creek Lane just north of Danville. Police say they were called after Lane smoked some of the synthetic drug which caused him to have a seizure.
When EMS got there, I understand I hit him with some Narcan, trying to revive him, and they were unable to do so.
Now, Lane was pronounced dead at the home. Police also tell me that they recovered about 13 pounds of this synthetic drug, an unknown white powder cache, and an unknown liquid substance in a spray bottle. Police say the 911 call was actually made by those that were living at the home, those that they tell us were actually making and then selling the drug. More on that coming up at 5 and 6, but for now in Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Young and Graham are also charged with trafficking in synthetic drugs. A death investigation is underway after investigators say 2 bodies were found in a southern Kentucky home. The coroner was called to Evergreen Drive in the Stearns community of McCreary County. Investigators say a home health nurse found a woman in her 70s and her daughter in her 50s dead. A family member says they believe the deaths are from natural causes. We'll have the latest from McCreary County coming up on WKYT News at 4:30. One of the best football players in the country decides not to play college football in his home state of Kentucky. 5-star running back Damian Harris chose Alabama over Kentucky and Ohio State. The top-ranked running back in the nation made the announcement during a news conference this afternoon at Madison Southern High School. Kentucky Sports Radio's Matt Jones joins me later to talk UK football and UK basketball. We're working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Amber Philpott is in the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Amber.
Good afternoon to you, Jennifer. A clerk at a Georgetown gas station says she came face to face with a gunman. It was just after 11 last night when someone held up the Shell gas station on East Main Street. The clerk says the man pointed a gun at her and forced her to the ground. He forced her to open the cash register and then took off with the cash. Police used canine units to search but did not find the robber. They're hoping surveillance video will help them make an arrest. Despite being scared, the clerk says that she plans to be back at work come tonight. You'll hear from the store owner. That's on WKYT News at 4:30. Winter can be an especially tough time for people who can't afford to keep the heat on in their homes. With access to more than $1 million in assistance, the Community Action Council is prepared to open its doors Monday to the thousands of folks who need help keeping their heat on. Last year, Community Action Council helped 12,000 Central Kentuckians with their heating bills. We'll tell you what you'll need to bring with you if you plan to go sign up on WKYT News at 5:30. And President Obama is in Knoxville, Tennessee today, where he is talking about his plan promoting free community college. In a video message, the president said he wants to make community college free for everyone who is willing to work for it. Last year, Tennessee's governor signed a scholarship program into law that provides free community and technical college tuition for 2 years to the state's high school graduates. The president's plan would need the approval of a Republican-led Congress. We'll have reaction from officials at Bluegrass Community and Technical College on WKYT News at 6. And that is a look at just some of the news that's in progress. Jennifer, back to you.